My tattoo is today. I'm getting a tattoo today. It's gonna be here. But first, I have a cold first of all. As I showed you, I finally finished the jumper I was making. And I would like to style it and then take some photos so I can put it on my Instagram. But I also would really like to try and style this. To also take photos to put on my Instagram because I've never posted this anywhere, but I made it ages ago. I just want to try and find a way that I will wear this, but I'm not expecting to because it's just not really my style. It's really cold though, so I'm gonna layer up. This is what I was telling you about with using the thing I painted as a jewellery holder. I feel like I'm just gonna wear black rings. I have these fake earrings because I don't have my ears pierced, but I have these like fake black studs and I'm kind of wondering if they would look good. I feel like they would. I'm gonna put them on. I could also change my piercing because at the moment it's just a stud, but I have, bear with, like I feel like it's too much black. I might hold off on that one. We're just really cranking up the edges because it's spooky season. And then the last thing I have some fake lip rings. So I've got a silver one. The thing is, I do want a lip ring, especially because of the opposition to my eyebrow. But I just don't think I can handle the sensory input. Like, this is already a lot. So that's the silver one. I have a gold one as well, but I'm not wearing a gold one. Who do you think we are? We're not a pirate. Or I could wear, I'd really be matching my eyebrow piercing, a silver one and a black one. If you hadn't noticed, the two like thingies on my eyebrow piercing are different colours. I have been like wanting like snake bites, but like I said. What about in the middle? I don't know, guys. I kind of like opposite. I think that's best. That's what we're gonna do. I don't think I'll ever get my ears pierced though. Like, I don't like this enough for it to be worth it. And I don't feel like I can pull this off. I'm not cool enough. I'm not like Jacksepticeye. Okay, that's done. Bad idea to take pictures outside in the cold for that long when you already have a cold. I also have this basically finished. I need to block it and I need to sew in the lining. It looks like how it's gonna look when it's finished, just like a little bit less tidy. Me when I'm going to the market to buy vegetables for some soup. I think it's a cute market bag, you know. You can just put all your loose fruits and vegetables in it. And obviously because it's acrylic yarn, you can wash it really easily. The next thing to do is styling this. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna take these off. I feel like I look empty now. And this as well, I quite like. I would do anything to look older. I'm sick of people asking me if I'm still in school. I'm not. I am over 20, so. Okay, we're starting with just a base again. I'm already lost. I was gonna try this underneath, but I don't feel like that's gonna do a lot, but we'll try it anyway. Yeah, this has done absolutely nothing for me. Moving on. I got a haircut yesterday. It keeps parting in the middle. Is that cute? Is it giving Clark Kent, or does it just look stupid? I'm trying to have faith, but I feel like he just didn't do the shape that I wanted. I hate getting my hair cut. Hair review. Maybe I'll leave it for now. It's kind of cute. I've got a waistcoat. Oh my gosh. Is this an idea? Hold on. Maybe a waistcoat would be cute. It's all about, I watched a video about how to layer clothes so that they're cute. And one of the main issues I have with this jumper is just the image. So maybe if the image is covered. This is gonna look silly. Am I a fashion genius? That is so silly. Does it have potential? I'm trying to see if it has potential. I'm trying to see the vision. I don't know. Does this have potential or is it just really silly? Like, I don't think I could wear this out because I can't wear anything underneath it because it's just a sweater. So anything I wear underneath is just going to get covered up. What else do I gotta work with? Not a lot, really. I mean, I've got this vest, obviously, which I guess could kind of go with... maybe not. So, like, if I had, like, a really chunky necklace or something that was... I'm not feeling it, guys. I'm grasping at straws. I'm trying to do what I can, but I think I am probably going to sell it after I've made some more jumpers that I actually will wear. I just don't know. Like, if it was just plain brown, like, it's kind of a look, right? There's a lot going on. Okay, work with me here. Can you tell I'm desperate? This is why I need, like, a good Johnny Depp beard. Like, can you imagine the power I would have? Yeah, I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just grabbing whatever I own, and this won't stay on my ear, and it's really pissing me off. Yeah, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. But I kind of wanna... It's just, if we're going this far into the bazaar, this is what we're doing. Guys, watch my hair be awful now. I need a different location. I don't know what I've done. I need a mirror just to really grasp the atrocities. Just ignoring the trousers, they're not part of this. Like, am I crazy, or is it sort of okay? I might be crazy. I would never wear this though, so that doesn't really help the problem we have here. I think the real problem is just that I will never wear this jumper. Like, if I'm already struggling with people thinking that I'm 16, I don't think this is going to help. I really like wearing the jumper. Like, it's a nice jumper, it feels nice to wear, but I don't like what it looks like. I don't like the colours, I don't like the image. So I think all in all, I need to just make another jumper and give this to someone else or sell it. Maybe I can get someone else to model it for me so I can put it on my Instagram, because I don't think I'm pulling this off. Please let me know anything you think about this jumper, because I need like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th opinions about this, because at the moment it's not doing it for me. Like, I would wear it if I like the color scheme. If there was some kind of like skull or something, because I'm not really about the cutesy, if you hadn't picked up on that. This is the outfit we've gone with today for my tattoo. Last look at my arm as it is now. I'm so excited. Yeah, we're really going for the Billy Joe look today. And then it's fucking freezing, and it's October. I think it's a good a time as any to wear this out for the first time. My tattoo is really soon, and I feel like I need to have a snack, pack a snack, and I need to go to the shop to buy a sugary drink beforehand, so I need to get ready to go, really. Hey, I'm literally so ill today. I did not sleep last night and it was horrible. Tattoo is looking rough, so I probably won't show you. But since I'm ill and I can't do anything I was going to do today, I thought I would re-teach myself how to knit and make an attempt to start making a jumper. Got some knitting needles, so I was just going to do a swatch test to see what size needle I want to use. Okay, this is my first swatch, and you know what? It's actually not that bad. Like, in terms of pretty consistent tension,
apart from like the cast off row, which I just did not do very well, it actually looks alright. But this is the 4mm one. Okay, these are the two different swatches. I don't know if they're the same amount of rows. It's just whether I want it to look a bit tighter. I'm a bit undecided because obviously when it steams, it will loosen. Okay, this could be a bad idea because I'm coming from crocheting, so I don't really know pretty much anything about knitting, but I've watched a few videos and it seems like you can make sweaters in 4 panels, which is how I made this one. So I think I'm gonna try and do that, but I'm just kind of winging it because I really can't be bothered to learn anymore. I'm ill, so I've got my little gauge swatches. Honestly, I'm not expecting this to be great. It's just an experiment. So I'm going off these gauge swatches and making a front panel and just kind of guessing basically how I'm going to do things. It would be good to do the stockinette stitch, especially if I want to do some duplicate stitching. So I need to quickly see what that is. I'm going to try and start making I think back panel first, just because it's easier. All I need to do is make a square. I'm doing some more baking. I'm just like, I'm tired, but I'm restless and I'm bored. Like, I was watching the Goonies and I didn't show you where I got up to with the knitting. I'll show you in a bit. But now I'm just randomly baking some Welsh cakes because it's really easy. So I've made the like crumbly pastry. Okay, so update on the knitting. I did this much, which is a fair amount, and it's not looking too shabby. And I think I'm doing the stockinette stitch pretty well. I'm actually weirdly finding the purl stitch easier than the knit stitch. So I got this much done. I'm still not in love with knitting. It's so nitpicky and slow. I'm debating just making this jumper with crochet, but I will carry on. It's nice to be doing something different, and I feel like my motivation to learn to knit is this channel I've been watching, Breathing Yarn, I think, and she has inspired me with all the patterns that she recommends, and there's so many really cool sweater patterns for Halloween and stuff like that, which I'm like, oh, that would be really cool to make. The stuff you can do with knitting is just really cool. I don't know, it's still just an experiment at the moment. Hello guys, some updates before I end the video. So first of all, concerning the knitting,
I think I'm going to crochet the jumper because the texture and everything of knitted stuff, I don't think I would wear it. So that's the conclusion I've come to about that. But I'm still glad that I've learned how to knit and I still want to practice it. I just don't have any specific project in mind, like to actually make with knitting at the moment. So I think I'm going to stick to making wearables with crochet just because I like, I don't know, that method better for making it and for wearing it. Second of all, I'm reading this right now and I was like, oh my gosh, do I record a reading vlog for this book because I'm so passionate about this. I mean, we already know that I loved the first one and this one is so good as well. Very close to the beginning, right? So with the last one, okay, oh my god, I need to get my thoughts together. So this is going to be spoilers if you're going to read this trilogy. The first one's called The Tainted Cup, so if you're going to read that and you haven't read it, then don't listen to me talking right now. The end of the first one, the main character, like throughout the book, it's like very, very, very subtly hinted at that this character that we hardly ever see might have a crush on the main character. It's written in first person, so we only get the information of what he's perceiving from this man, and I thought I was massively reading into it as someone who's always fishing for a little bit of gay. So I really was not expecting it to actually come into fruition because it was literally just a sentence describing this guy's response to a conversation they were having. Like it was the most mundane, normal thing ever. But something about it, I was like, does he like him? And I didn't, as I said, I didn't expect it to actually come to fruition. But towards the end of the first one, they do the big climax of the thing, whatever it was. And then they come together at the end and they're kind of having a chat. And then the main character realizes, like, maybe this guy has feelings for me. And I was like, I'm shook that this is a thing in the story and that this is a thing that the main character is even remotely interested in. So then they kind of have a day or so together, and then the main character has to go off because he's like a private investigator kind of thing, and he just goes wherever he's summoned, wherever something is needed to be investigated. And the guy that he was like getting involved with is like part of the army as such, so he has to stay where he's been stationed as well. So they kind of just have this day where they're exploring their romance between each other, and we don't really get any description of that. We just kind of know that they have this initial conversation, then they agree to spend time together before they have to leave. So then starting this book, I was really convinced that it would just kind of have been left in the first book because it was a very, 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 very small part of the story. So I thought that was just going to be left behind, and it's a new setting, it's a new story, it's a new whatever, it's just the same team of investigators essentially. However, at the end of his first day on this new assignment, his superior tells him to go home and rest. So we get this scene where he goes back to his flat or whatever it is and is like kind of lying in the dark, and he's really tired, but his thoughts start to wander and he starts thinking about this guy. He's lying in the dark thinking about this guy, and he's just getting like flashes of memories, and it just says this very like tasteful sentence. It said something like he could remember the feel of his heels digging into the small of his back, and it took me a second. I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh. And then it kind of just is like alluded that the character doesn't want to think about it anymore. So he goes out and like finds a distraction manifesting in the form of a woman and like spends the night with her. And then I was just kind of like, nah, okay, whatever. But then after they kind of spend their time together, he's lying there and his inner monologue is kind of like, yeah, the only reason he kind of pursues this, which apparently he does a lot, is because of the feeling afterwards where his kind of the pain of remembering the other guy is manageable. And I was like, oh, the yearning, the sadness. I love that kind of thing. And it's not even, it's like the tiny, I'm grasping at strands because it's not that big part of the plot. the plot is a murder mystery. It's just like every now and then we get this insight into the character's personal life, which is barely ever. But it's like, okay, so he's struggling to sleep because he misses this guy that he spent one day with, and he's already yearning so much. Like, I don't... Guys, anyway, that's my passionate rant about this book. So that's why I was kind of considering whether or not to do a reading vlog. So far, I'm this far through. I'm on page 116. But anyway, so what I'm doing right now is I need to pack because I'm trial running sleeping in my nana's converted attic because I've been thinking about options about moving out and ways to be more autonomous in my life and kind of like take a step towards being on my own, essentially. And my nan has like a converted attic space, so there's like a bedroom, a bathroom, and then a separate room. We kind of had conversations about me renting it off her and like making it into my own space, which I'm very excited about, but I need to trial run sleeping there before we make any huge decisions and cart all of my stuff over there, because I just need to see how it goes, especially because her house is haunted. I'm not joking. And maybe that's a whole other video idea, because there is so much I can say about this house, but that's why I need to try and run it, because the past couple of times I have been to her house to sleep, I have not slept a wink because of the ghosts. So we're doing that tonight, so I need to pack. That's what I came here to say, but I've been talking for 8 minutes now, so... This is the perfect shot. This is the room before, and that I feel like a complete after is going to be a while down the road, but I feel like I should give a proper tour, to be honest. Stairs. Room. I love rooms with like a ceiling that goes inwards. And then bathroom. And then another room.